Bruh, 1090 Jake, bruh. Why is you exposing this nigga fish, gang? Why are you exposing a fisher for snitching, gang? Bro, a nigga grandma can't even tell no more, gang. Everybody got it. Nigga, didn't you? Nigga, why y'all got exposed? This nigga is a fisher, gang. You can't tell on the fucking snail without... Nigga, if I tell that a dog killed my motherfucking daughter, gang, killed my... You know what I'm saying? Now I'm snitching on the dog, gang. We can't tell on shit no more, gang. This nigga is a civilian, gang. If this was a white fisherman telling, gang, would he be held at the same standard, my nigga? Hey, man, how the fuck y'all coming? It's your boy Griffin coming back with another reaction video, man. It says, Hoodfishing exposed for snitching after being shot 4 times in Miami. This nigga is a... Bro, if I get... Nigga, a nigga just shot me, gang. I'm a regular nigga. I'm a regular person. Hey, Boogie voice, nigga. I'm a regular nigga, gang. I'm telling, gang. He just shot me 4 times in my ass, gang. I'm telling. On Hood, like, this nigga is he a fisherman, gang. Let's get right into it, bro.
If you follow any Florida blogs, you've likely seen Hoodfishing Entertainment, as he recently went viral after catching a whole ass shark and doing the most Florida thing possible, putting a gold chain around its neck.
Hey, that's hard.
28-year-old Rasheen...
I ain't gonna lie, him and them fishes, hey, I ain't gonna lie, y'all twins, gang. For real. Y'all look just alike.
Putting a gold chain around its neck. 28-year-old Rasheen Bailey, who goes by the nickname...
Cuz probably, he probably fucked that fish all in the mouth, gang. You don't see how... That motherfucker, that mouth wide as hell. He do look like a creepy nigga. That don't mean expose a nigga for snitching, though. He's a fucking fisherman, gang.
Around its neck.
It don't even make sense.
28-year-old Rasheen Bailey, who goes by the nickname Ra or Ra, quickly amassed a following on both YouTube and Instagram, receiving nationwide support as he caught all types of sea life, won awards, and really won over a whole community in which dreads and gold teeth aren't considered the norm, but he shined anyway. Growing up in Fort Myers, for those not from Florida, this was the city also known as Little Pakistan. While Palm Beach, Miami, and Broward County sat on the East Coast, Fort Myers laid on the West Coast.
What is the point of exposing a fucking fisherman, bro?
The project would be home to Florida legend Plies, and Plies would carry the city on his back while putting it on the map. Looking at old footage of Fort Myers, it's not hard to see why Ra chose the name Hoodfishing. At 16 years old, Ra would move from Fort Myers to play football for Cape Coral High with the dreams of pursuing a football career, but the following year, his life almost ended. On July 1st, 2013, Fort Myers police were dispatched to a call for shots fired in the area of Lemon Street and Palm Ave. They drive through multiple streets before being flagged down by a then 17-year-old Ra, who said he'd been shot in the back somewhere by the Blue Store. Officers attempted to get information from Ra and his mother, who was
and then
also
on top of that,
the
he a
scene,
sports player,
but both
so like,
were uncooperative.
he definitely probably not a street
That's when
nigga.
Ra stated he was outside a house.
Not saying you can't be both, cause I know a couple niggas that could have went to the league, but they chose the streets on some dumb shit, gang. I don't know why y'all niggas do that, gang. That's stupid, nigga. Nigga, if I wasn't only 5'5", nigga, I would have went to the league, nigga. Listen, y'all niggas be big for nothing. Nigga, you too damn big to be committing crimes, nigga. You can't get behind nothing. You can't duck under shit. Nigga, you long as hell. You dumb as... Bro, you too damn big to be committing crimes, gang. If you 6 foot and above, 5'11", gang, it's a cutoff. You like the perfect size as a man at 5'11". Once you get 6 foot and shit like that, nigga, you too damn big to be committing a crime, gang.
Officers attempted to get information from Ra and his mother, who was
can't
also
hide
on the scene, but both were uncooperative. That's when Ra stated he was outside a house with a friend, and 2 males that he knows as Jay Riggins and Fat Sam started shooting at them. Ra took his shirt off, saying he was shot in the back while running, showing he'd been grazed by a bullet. Ra said his friend was possibly hurt but couldn't provide the address to where the shooting occurred, only saying he was outside of a white and peach colored house a block from the store. EMS arrived on scene to treat Ra's wound, as his mother explained she came to pick him up and take him to the hospital when they flagged down the officer. Locating the shooting scene, officers would find 9 shell casings from a .45 and a 10mm pistol. Ra would be escorted back to the house, confirming that's where he was shot at. Officers made contact with Jatavis Carey at the home, who said he was out.
Hey, ain't gonna lie, really know y'all hood, gang. Really know what block is what. So I'm saying his friend probably bled out or could have bled out because this nigga ain't even know the direct. If you my homie and I'm on the floor bleeding, gang, and you don't know the directions, gang, and I die, I'ma hunt you, nigga, and I'ma fuck your bitch, and I'ma fuck your bitch, nigga, as a ghost. And I'm gonna fuck her hard too.
Officers made contact with Jatavis Carey at the home, who said he was outside with Ra when the shooting happened. They observed Jay Riggins and Fat Sam shoot at them, and Carey stated he and Ra ran before making his way back inside the home. Ra requested to make a report and press charges. Ra and his friend later.
You can't be on the internet holding guns like this and shit. Like, now I'm thinking you with that shit, gang. Now to stand. Okay, 1090 Jake, maybe you should be exposing this nigga.
Arrived at the Fort Myers Police Department to provide sworn statements where they identified.
I'm thinking he on his black hillbilly shit. He holding pipes.
And 16-year-old Jared German out of a photo lineup. Both teens would be charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon without the intent to kill. Both teams would be taken to a juvenile detention facility where they'd eventually be adjudicated as adults and face upgraded charges of attempted murder. With Ra listed as a witness, it was in January of 2014 when he'd be called in to testify. Now 18 years old, Ra would state he's a junior at Cape Coral High. He'd get into his life story starting football at 5 years old and living inside Campbell Acres from 6 to 17. Campbell Acres is a one-way in, one-way out neighborhood based around 4 streets. The hood would be known throughout the city as
Death
the Chop, and Ra would leave his hood for Cape Coral for better opportunities and to play for a better football team. Throughout his testimony, he'd have to explain how he made it to his friend's house, stating he was driven by his cousin. At first, he refused to give up his cousin's name to the courts as he didn't want to involve anyone else, but the courts would persist and Ra eventually gave in. Moving on, Ra would state he was over his friends playing video games, and as it got later, they go out to the carport while Ra waited for his mom to pick him up in the rain. As Ra and Tavis shook hands, Ra witnessed the two teens approach saying, "What's up, Tavis?" before opening fire. Ra would clarify for the courts who he saw, but that he never saw an actual gun, just the fire coming from the barrel.
That nigga life flashed before his motherfucking eyes. Nigga ain't even see the gun. He just seen the fire.
That he never saw an actual gun, just the fire coming from the barrel. When asked about Fat Sam, Ra would say he grew up with him and at one point played flag football with him. He'd tell the courts he doesn't know much about him, but say his Facebook name was Bucktown German. Bucktown was another Fort Myers hood. Ra would describe a team party he was warned not to go
with
to
that shit,
where
gang.
he saw Fat Sam.
You can't be out here snitching, posing like this, gang. And the fact that he just walked up to you and just shot you after saying what up to you, nigga, he was looking for you, gang. Like, this was a hit, gang. This wasn't no friendly fire, my nigga.
Ra would describe a team party he was warned not to go to where he saw Fat Sam. No words were exchanged, only looks, and Ra would describe them in court as "I'm gonna kill you when I see you, I'm gonna beat you up" looks. Ra would explain he's from the Chop, while Fat Sam and Jay Riggins were from Bucktown, a rival hood. Ra would say he didn't have problems with anyone, but people he knew had problems with them and vice versa, so he was caught in the mix. Come to find out, Ra actually grew up with Jay Riggins and would go over his house a lot, which is how he came to know Fat Sam. But eventually they'd make other friends, and those friends would become enemies with others. Ra told the courts before this incident his house was shot up, and Jay Riggins told his mom he had nothing to do with it, but he showed the boys where he lived and they shot it up. Ra's mom would
Watch who you call your homie. Watch who you call your homie. Like, nigga, it's always your enemies always niggas you used to be cool with, gang. So I'm saying, hit the dislike button if I'm wrong. Hit that like button if I'm right. Subscribe to the channel.
but he showed the boys where he lived and they shot it up. Ra's mom would confront Jay and Fat Sam saying she wouldn't put the police on them, but what was the problem? And Fat Sam would say it was over a girl.
All these niggas ugly. I
Fast
see why they
forward
want to
the
kill
night
each
Ra
other.
was shot. He just so happened to be texting a girl related to
Especially
Fat
the nigga
Sam,
to the far right.
when Fat Sam and Jay showed up.
That nigga look like
Ra
a
would state he
bulldog.
really grew up in Michigan, where kids fought instead of shot, and they just moved on. The courts would ask if the shooting had affected him, and Ra said he's cool with it. When asked if he's afraid, he'd say no, and that he actually ran into Jay and Fat Sam while they were out on bond at a movie theater, and nothing happened. When asked if he's had a nightmare, he'd say no. He's never feared for his life, and if anything, he felt like it was a push to get out.
This shit is boring. Hey man, that's gonna conclude the motherfucking video, man. I'm out this bitch. I love y'all niggas and I love y'all hoes.